Self-regulation? What is self-regulation? There are often different terms used for self-regulation: delayed gratification, self-control, impulse control, self-monitoring, self-discipline, willpower. But the bottom line is, we all want to know, when we set a limit as a parent or a caregiver, when we say no, will that child be able to handle it, or will they have a fit? Is self-regulation and delayed gratification really that important, especially in a world of technology where we get everything so quickly? Is it really that important to teach our kids to wait? Studies show that children with self-control and delayed gratification do better in school. They have more positive social interactions. They can handle stress a lot better. They can handle their anger. What does that look like for us? Less tantrums. Kids will be able to wait in line longer. They'll be able to share. They'll be able to take turns. They'll be able to be kind to their friends. They'll be able to wait. Further research shows that kids with delayed gratification and self-control score much higher on their SAT scores, are less likely to engage in drugs and alcohol and other risky teen behaviors. In fact, it's a lifelong skill. There's less obesity, there's less debt, there's more life success. Self-regulation is developed through relationships with the parent or caregiver. A strong connection and loving relationship help a child calm and learn self-regulation skills. How does this self-regulation, self-control, impulse control really work? What goes on in a child's brain that makes this possible? What can we do as parents and caregivers to up the odds that this will take place and our children will be more successful in the future? According to Dr. Barry Brazelton, as early as 10 days old, you can distract a newborn with smiles and play to delay feeding in order to regulate your schedules. Modeling self-regulation strategies starts at birth. You can do this before children can even talk. How do you model coping with your own frustrations? They are watching you, and they learn from you how to cope in their own world. Setting limits at a young age helps children develop self-regulation skills. They may not like those limits at first, but when limits are consistent, they quickly learn how to regulate their emotions. During that second year of life, a child wants all kinds of things. When a caregiver or parent recognizes as a want, not a need, they can lovingly set boundaries for those wants. A child will show displeasure, maybe crying, screaming, hey, even throwing a tantrum. But once a child realizes they're not always going to get what they want, they simply start to develop self-control. The best way to teach self-regulation is through relationship. Teaching these skills through play help children grow in attachment and in positive waiting skills. The more fun you have in training a child in a new skill, the more likely they are to continue that skill. Depending on the temperament your child was born with or the age they are, some kids find it a lot easier to self-regulate than others. Adults modeling self-control give children an example and language to use themselves. We can say, oh, I sure do want that dress, but I'm not going to get it this time. Or, I really don't want to do my chores, but I know it really helps the whole family and it will be fun. You can say no to dessert by saying, oh, I don't think that would be good for me because we're having dinner soon. So you can model putting things off. Parents and caregivers can help develop nonverbal signals to help develop self-regulation skills. You can use your hand signal to say, one more, and that's all. Or, hey, we need to go in 5 more minutes. A stop or wait hand signal is very firm. But let's not forget to use a hand signal that says, all right, good job. I like the way you did that. Waiting is tough. How can we help our children develop positive waiting strategies? What can we do to make the wait not seem so long? Teaching our children positive distraction alternatives can be very helpful. When they're waiting in line or perhaps in the doctor's office, you can play I Spy and try to look for things that are hidden. You could read a book. You could tell a story. You start and then they take a turn to finish the story. I know it's really hard to wait, but let's draw a picture while we wait. Lots of things you can do to help children develop waiting strategies. A fun way to help develop self-control is play games that require waiting. Waiting games give opportunity for children to learn to wait in a fun environment. Games like Simon Says, Red Light, Green Light, Mother May I, Freeze Dance, or Shh, the Quiet Game. Pizzazz the skills you want to keep. validate success. You can say, I know that took a really long time, but I noticed how tough it was, but you did it. Or I know it's really hard to wait. Or I can see how much you wanted that and you waited anyway. It's really important to teach our kids to wait. Don't put it off. Why wait?